Hello and welcome. I have Rihan with me. Congratulations, Rihan. You qualified your NET and JRF in the subject of management in 2018. So, how are you feeling about this double success?
First of all, a very good morning, ma'am, and thank you for inviting me for this great meet. And I'm feeling very much highly energetic and very happy after qualifying the exam. And I would like to thank you for inviting me for this Google Meetup.
You're welcome, and I'm sure that your tips are going to help a lot of students. So, tell us more about yourself. Where were you born and where did you pursue your education?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I am from Aligarh, UP, a small town in Uttar Pradesh. I have done my schooling here itself in Aligarh, and then I pursued my engineering from ZSCT AMU, and then on the same year I got selected for MBA program of AMU. And after completing my MBA, you can say in my final sem, I got heard about the NET JRF exam, so I started preparing in my last year of my MBA. And after that, I gave my first attempt in NET JRF exam in 2018. June attempt was my first attempt in this examination.
So you were fresh out of MBA in 2017 and you appeared for the exam. You qualified your NET in June 2018 and then JRF in December 2018. What will you say changed in your preparation strategy that you moved your game from NET to JRF? What did you change about preparation?
Yes, ma'am. In my first attempt, I qualified only for NET. Which was the primary step for me, and I was not hoping to qualify even NET in my first attempt. You can say I have just attempted, or you can say I have just prepared from the basic books. I haven't made any proper set of notes, or you can say I just wanted to gauge the level of toughness of this examination, so I just gave. And in my first attempt, I remember that I got a score of only 25 in paper 1. I got only 25 for it, that is 50%. And in second, and you can say just because of a second paper I could qualify NET. And when it comes to my second attempt, I can say I relied my most of the preparation on human parameters. The basic criteria you can say to judge any examination is by seeing the previous year paper that I have missed in my first attempt, where I qualified only for NET. So while going for my second attempt, in which I qualified my JRF, my major aim was having a good set of knowledge which is made, or you can say which is built on having a previous year questions. And one of the major challenge that a management subject is lacking in the JRF field is that having a note set of proper notes is available in the market which can be utilized. So when I got to know about the human parameters, so I was very excited after seeing some of the booklets, you can say the demo booklets. So I immediately ordered the human parameters, and bingo, in second attempt I was able to clear my JRF with the flying colors, you can say. And it is because of human parameters booklets, human parameters notes, you can say.
So coming to paper 1 and paper 2, which parts were specifically challenging for you and which you would say that you had some comfort level with? What were those subjects for you?
Ma'am, as I am from an engineering background, so I have a good knowledge, you can say I have a sound knowledge regarding aptitudes of paper 1. So I can solve math problem, paragraph, you can say very easily. But the major problem comes from which I haven't heard, like syllogism, etc. that I haven't done yet. And you can see some of the current type of question that is being asked now. After 2018 attempt, the syllabus got little bit changed, so that I currently don't know, some new portions are added at present, but at that time the syllabus was limited, but I don't know even that. So I basically focused on that numerical part. So just because of it only, I could score 50% in my first attempt. And in second attempt, after having the booklets of human parameters, I can cover the full syllabus of paper 1 as well. Now coming to the paper 2, you can say I am from a engineering background, plus in my management is from marketing as well as operations. So these two are my assets, you can say my strong area, my core assets lies here only. So I try to attempt the question from these two subjects and related subjects such as marketing, operations, OB, strategic management. These are my strengths. And when it comes to the weakness, I have in finance, accountancy, because I haven't learned properly these subjects, because I am not having a commerce background, or you can say BCom background. So these 3 subjects, you can say I relied heavily on the human parameters booklets. which helped me improve my score to a greater extent.
All right. And if I talk about some tips or advice that you can give to other students, what top 3 advice you can give to people who are going to sit for management subject in NET?
And the top 3 advice I would like to give, as the exam is getting competitive day by day, cutoff is also increasing, and the toughness level I have also seen, I have also crossed from the 2-3 years, it has also gone to a much upper extent, you can say. So a proper set of having a revision plus a timetable. I would say a timetable is a must of having. Like I would like to give a basic advice is that stick to a timetable. Like what I used to do, I used to give 3 days for marketing for revision purpose. Like in 3 days, a full day I used to give marketing, and then when the exam is nearer, I divide my day in 2 halves. Like in first half I will do marketing, and in second half I will do operations. So divide the subject accordingly. If you are comfortable with 3 subjects, you can divide your day in 3. If you are 4, then divide your day into 4 parts and revise accordingly and stick to the timetable. Plus make crisp notes. Having a crisp notes helps immensely at the end. I would like to request and urge to all the new aspirants that kindly make crisp notes, which are an asset, which you cannot revise whole book at just before a day of the exam. So it's just the crisp notes that come in handy at last moment. Just make a timetable, stick to it, make a crisp notes. And thirdly, as I am from a non-commerce background, so I don't have a strong base of finance and numericals. So I would like also to mention that don't skip numericals at any cost. Practice them as much as you can. If any topic you are finding it tough, then you can let it go. But I will say not let it go, because it's a matter of 1 or 2 questions even that you can lag behind the JRF margin. So just give your best and don't left any part of the syllabus. Do all part comprehensively, stick to the timetable, revise. That's all, ma'am.
Those are some amazing tips, Rehan, and it was wonderful to know how you prepared and how you qualified, and I'm sure it's going to help a lot of students. Thank you for taking out time and speaking with us, and we wish you all the best. I have heard you're pursuing your PhD now from AMU.
And yes, ma'am. I'm currently pursuing my PhD.
All the best for that, and a lot more that is in store for you. Thank you, Rehan.
Thank you, ma'am.